What's up, travel mates? I'm here with a little check-in from my studio. I've been working in the studio this afternoon and having a blast. I just can't express to you how much I love spending time on my artwork and just getting lost in it. It is the best feeling, you guys, the best. It is like complete freedom, being like released from time. Like I don't even think about what time it is when I'm absorbed, when I'm in the zone. It's just like all possibilities are open, complete freedom. And honestly, this is another kind of big revelation, which really shouldn't be that surprising to anyone who knows me, but I guess I surprised myself by discovering that this is where I feel the most me. I feel the most me when I'm doing my artwork. It's crazy. It's not crazy. Whatever. Anyway, that's how I've been feeling and thinking. And, you know, it's no surprise that this is what I used to do when I was a kid. Like, I would just spend hours drawing and painting and creating worlds and just getting lost in them. So I am really glad to be rediscovering that. And, yeah, just having fun with it. So I hope you are also having fun with your project or journey, whatever that looks like for you. It's not always fun, right? I mean, we hit obstacles here and there. We hit stumbling blocks. I know I had a lot of resistance last week. And by resistance, I don't mean like I didn't want to do my art, but I felt weighed down just by some other things. And also I had gotten some distance from it, so I like wasn't super in tune to it. But anyway, this week I've been focused on it a bit more, and just enjoying it again. So you know, growth, sometimes it's up and down. It's not always straightforward. And, you know, we may take 2 steps forward, 1 step back. We may be growing and evolving and getting better at whatever skill we're practicing without even realizing it. That's another thing that's interesting about growth, is we don't always see the results like on the outside. We don't always see the physical evidence of it as it happens. I think we can go through changes on the inside that don't become evident on the outside, that don't show up in our physical reality for a while sometimes. So I feel like that also with this process for me, because I definitely feel things shifting on the inside. I feel my creative energy reawakening. Like I said, I've been getting into that zone more frequently. And before this time in my life, like I hadn't found that zone for a really long time. So I can feel something changing, some things shifting inside, but yet there's not a whole lot of like physical evidence of it yet in the form of like work, like stuff that I've produced. And there's part of my brain that's sort of getting, you know, it's like the very task-oriented, results-oriented part of my brain that's like, you should be doing more. You could have done 5 paintings in the time that you did 1. But I'm not going to listen to that. Like, that's not what this is about. And I need to just keep reminding myself of that. And maybe you need to hear it too. That's why I'm, you know, putting these things on videos, just in case something that I say might be relevant to someone else. And it's also kind of therapeutic for me to just sort of talk through it as if you were sitting here with me, having a cup of coffee, and just having a little chat. You know, if you know me, you know I love having little chats. Anyway, okay, so what have I told you so far? So I started on my second painting. I'll show you that in a second. I've also been working on the first painting a little bit more, adding more text to it. So you'll see some more layering going on in the text. I've been having fun with that. And, oh, I did a couple sketches. Where are they? This one. This one I did from life. That was actually right here. It's still life. The shell's not in that one. I did the shell in a different one, but I actually abandoned it because it just wasn't going well. This one I did from a photo. And another one I did from a photo. I have all these beautiful photos of roses, either my own or roses, pictures that I take the Birmingham Botanical Gardens, which are amazing, so beautiful, and free. So take advantage of that if you live in Birmingham. Anyway, so yeah, drawing is getting easier. It just like, it comes more fluidly. But I still have my tough ones, like the one I said I drew, oh, there it is, the shell. Sorry, let me grab this. This video's getting a little rocky. This one just didn't start off well. It was the candle, this candle, that was in the still life at the time, but I don't know, I just wasn't into it, wasn't feeling it, so I abandoned ship. But anyway, the painting. So I had sketched out I gotta keep my eye on the time. Oh, 5:44, 44, that's my angel number. Because I teach at 6. Okay, it's online though, so literally all I have to do is put my laptop up here. Okay, so, right, so I had sketched out the self-portrait. Maybe you saw that in a different video. It was the one with the butterflies on my hair. So I had that sketched out and I couldn't decide what I wanted to do, like color-wise. And I was sort of letting that stop me or prevent me from starting it. And then I called myself out on it and I decided, you know what? I just need to start it. Like, I don't even care what I do, how much I do. Today I am starting that painting. I'm putting something down. And that's often the hardest step, right? Just like getting started. So, so I made myself that commitment and I started painting. I mixed up this kind of white with a little, white with a little bit of like yellow ochre in it. Sort of like a peachy. I was gonna just do like a really light colored background because that's the first step, is I put down like the background wash. And as soon as I started doing it, it just like didn't feel right. And so, I don't know, I was like, what is going on here? I'm just not feeling this. And then all of a sudden, like this other color flashed through my mind, an image flashed through my mind of like a dark bluish reddish background, like black with little hints of blue and red and purple. It just out of nowhere, it just came to me. And then I just picture the whole painting like a darker palette, darker tones. And then I was like, yes, that's what it needs to be. It was like, poof, light bulb moment. I just got that flash of clarity. And so I went and wiped off all of the light color that I had put down. It was fine, it wasn't too late. And whatever, I mean, you can paint layers over stuff anyway. But yeah, so I wiped it off, big decision, big move, and I mixed up a nice dark, what's gonna look to you like black, but I promise you it's actually got some crimson red and, not that one. What blue does it have? It's got some, where is it? Not cobalt. What's the other one? Prussian. Oh my God, Prussian blue. I love Prussian blue and I couldn't think of the word. Do you ever get that where you can't think of the word on the spot? Okay, so I mixed a little bit of that into it and I'm sure you're ready to see it now. One second, I'm gonna unplug my phone because it was low battery. Oh, and just to warn you, it's a bit creepy. And it's only in its very initial stages, so yeah, that's the disclaimer. But here it is. So creepy. Oh my gosh. But I'm excited about it because I really like the, hang on, I'm just gonna prop this up. Whoop. I really like the palette, the colors that came into my mind about it. And now we're getting all kinds of crazy light from the sun shining in, but whatever. So this is what I have so far. It doesn't really matter. All that matters is I started it. Yes, I took the first step. And I want to read something from the Artist's Way book that's related to this and related to like my lesson and my takeaway from this is that sometimes we don't see the how until we start. This glare is really bothering me. We're going back into the original position. Sorry, bear with me. Let me make room for the book right here so I don't put it in the paints. Okay, so there's a quote in the book, which is actually, is it by, oh, Goethe. Hope I said that right. Yes, apparently this is from Goethe. Whatever you think you can do or believe you can do, begin it. Action has magic, grace, and power in it. So brilliant. Oh, so true. So true. Action, it's action that generates the inspiration. Action that gives us the clarity. So now I'm getting all kinds of glare here. I'm very distracted by this. I really need to start doing these earlier in the day. We'll get there. Okay, and then one other thing I wanted to read from this, and this is actually Julia Cameron, the author, writes this part. Understand that the what must come before the how. First, choose what you would do. The how usually falls into place for itself. So this is something that I preach. Like I teach my students this. I have said this on this channel before. I've said this on the podcast. And sometimes I just forget, you know, like today I needed that reminder of the how is often revealed in the process, in the act of doing it. So that's what, you know, taking that first step, just starting to put that light color down, starting to put any color down is what generated the inspiration for this piece. And it's even related to what I think the meaning for this piece is really about. So maybe we'll talk about that as we get further in. I will leave it at that for now. I have 10 minutes before I have to start teaching my class, so I will let you go. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll probably check back in later this week. I don't know if it's going to be tomorrow or the next day. These might not be daily from this point on. I'm just, you know, working with different things in my day and in my life. So just know that I'm thinking about you even on the days that I don't check in. I'm rooting for you, cheering you on, and happy travels. May the force be with you, and bye for now. I'll talk to you next time.